Alright, so this is a little Q&A. My media manager realized that there's a lot of questions people are asking in the comments, and even though I answer them, more people probably have the same question. So, she has a bunch of questions she's going to ask me that you guys probably want to know the answer to. So, hit it.
Okay. So I'm going to ask Trav a couple questions that kept popping up, and then I'll have Trav tell you what his plans are for the car. Okay. So a lot of people were asking about how the heat affects the car and if it's going to make any difference when you're welding or anything like that, if being in the fire is going to cause big problems when he's working on the car.
Alright, so kicking it off with a loaded question that I really honestly don't know the answer to. I'm not any kind of scientist in metallurgy, and I don't know the effects of a fire on metal, but the only thing I do know is that we heat things up, metal up in fires all the time. Blacksmiths heat up fire to red hot and work on them, and it's fine afterwards. I think it's going to be alright. I'm kind of doing a shot in the dark, and
if anyone can do it, it's Trav. Let's be real, people.
Yeah, I guess short answer is I think it's going to work. I'll make it work anyway. Because
people are seeing if it's like brittle, less elastic, not as strong. Someone said how the effects will be when you're welding it and tampering with steel. With
tampering with steel?
Yeah.
Again, you know, not too sure. I'll figure it out. But I don't think this car got hosed while it was on fire. Because the previous owner, he actually took some of the dents out, and he said that the metal wasn't brittle. It wasn't like cracking or anything, so it should be good. Again, really don't know until we get into it, but we'll figure that out.
Some people were wondering about the frame. The frame is straight.
The frame I'm not really worried about, and I don't think this frame was the one in the fire. I have a chassis under here that I bought for my old 5 window, and I'm going to use it on the 3 window. He gave me this frame and chassis and everything. He kind of threw the body on it, because it was just the body, but I said there's no way I can really get it from Washington to here. It's going to cost me a bunch of money if it's not rolling. So he was nice enough to put it on a chassis that he had laying around. So this isn't really the one that was in the fire, I don't think. It doesn't look it, and it's pretty straight, so I could use it on something else or sell it. I don't know.
Nice. So that was the top questions. I didn't want to make it too many question heavy.
There's only 2.
Whatever. So, well, most people are wondering like what you want to do with it anyway. So give the people what they want. And
plans for the car. I don't really have a plan for the body itself, because I like these cars in a myriad of different ways. I like them chopped, I like them unchopped, I like them stock, I like them as tail draggers. So I'm not quite sure if I want to chop it or if I kind of want to fix it and just leave it stock bodied. I'm gonna modify a lot of other things, but
why do you like this car so much?
The lines are perfect. I don't know, the way everything flows, the rear end especially, when the fenders are on, there's a little valley in between the belt line that comes around the back and the peaks of the fenders. It's just, I don't know, it's beautiful. That's why I like them. But more plans on the car. Regardless, it's getting a built 21 stud with a 39 McCulloch supercharger with a Lincoln Zephyr transmission behind that, and then a Columbia 2-speed rear end behind that. Yeah, I think I might bag the rear like I just did Dano's car, just because it looks so good low like that, like really low.
That's what I like.
Yeah, so I might, it might get bagged, probably gonna get bagged.
It's gonna get bagged.
And I'm gonna have to, I want to get a little tricky with the rear suspension. I don't want to make it look like a new like 4-link kit or something. Like, I kind of want to make it look like it was kind of done back then, but not crappy, you know what I mean? Like if Ford did it, kind of. So yeah, you've seen the Columbia 2-speed. I don't think you've seen my Zephyr transmission, but it's way tucked in the back. Huh? Yeah, I have the rear end and the transmission in the garage. Build 21 stud is with my friend Joe. He was building it for himself and got impatient and just bought a built motor. So it's like halfway built, so I gotta finish it. It's got sharp heads, and then we're gonna run that McCullough supercharger. I'm just missing a few pieces. I'm probably gonna have to make myself. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. I have all the pulleys. I got double pulley pumps. I got a double pulley crank pulley. And yeah, is there anything more crazy? I wanted to do a Zephyr Dash, and I thought I had a lead on a Zephyr Dash, but come to find out, the car that was sitting in a field is a 40 Zephyr, and that's the year after they had those nice dashes. They had the nice dashes, I think, from the 37 to 39, and of course this one's a 40. It's got a good steering wheel, so if I look at it, I might take the steering wheel out of it. But who knows? Because I can't afford to buy a $3,000 dashboard. It's kind of not in the cards. But yeah, got a seat coming from Indiana. The guy who actually bought the 46, Spencer, he is bringing it to Fastenal for me. He picked it up, and he's going to send it over here. So I'll have a seat. I got all the parts for it. I got a bunch of parts from Dano's car. Stock stuff he didn't use, like the bumpers and all that stuff. It's in real nice condition. So I have a lot of nice parts for the car. I really just need to fix the damage, get it blasted, get it primed, and just start putting the stuff on, because I have most of it. It's going to go quick once it goes.
It's quick. Travis.
Yeah, so 5 years.
That's why we're working on the 29.
Yeah.
To have something ready to go. And thank you, everyone, for your nice comments on Travis's video.
About her.
Thank you. I was very nervous to do this with Travis.
Yeah, she's kind of camera shy, which I am in public settings. As you know, I've never made a video out in public, really. That's her in this setting right now. I've gotten comfortable enough to do it at home. Still kind of weird, but you know, you get used to it.
Yeah. Thank you. Very sweet. Very sweet.
That's it?
That's all, folks.
All right.
Quick little video.
If you have any parts for me, leave it in the comments down below. If you think you have something I could use. And as you can see, I have new merch that you've never seen. Junk Drunk. There's the back.